In 2018, one song took over the entire internet. Mo Bamba turned Sheck Wes into a global superstar almost overnight. Millions of streams, viral energy, and a career that looked unstoppable. But after the hype, things went quiet. So what really happened to Sheck Wes? For a brief, dizzying moment, Sheck Wes was everywhere. From festival stages and late-night TV to countless memes, touchdown celebrations, and the background of sports highlight reels, his voice, raw, booming, almost primal, echoed across social platforms and speakers around the world. Mo Bamba was a cultural atom bomb, a minimalist beat, a chant-like hook, and the kind of sheer volume and attitude that made rooms shake and teenagers scream. The ascent was sudden and symptomatic of the era. A short, hypnotic track could loop endlessly on YouTube, be remixed into viral challenges, and vault an artist into global recognition without the slow, traditional grind of years of radio campaigns and carefully curated image building. Sheck Wes fit this landscape perfectly. Part of the YBN, Young Boss N, collective swirl of the late 2010s, he had a distinctive presence, a lanky silhouette, a voice that could be equal parts sneer and siren, and an energy that suggested unpredictability. He was the kind of breakout star fans felt they had discovered and then watched explode. So why did the momentum falter? The question is complicated, and the answer is not a single event but a confluence of artistic choices, industry forces, personal struggles, and the fickle nature of viral fame. 1. The pressure of instant superstardom. Sudden fame is a two-edged sword. While Mo Bamba gave Sheck Wes recognition, it also created expectations that were difficult to meet. Fans who loved that raw, repetitive rage wanted endless iterations of the same formula. Critics wanted growth and nuance. Artists who break through on a single, seismic hit often face the challenge of reinventing themselves without alienating the audience that first embraced them. The balance between refinement and authenticity is delicate. Push too far and you lose the original spark, stay static and you're written off as a one-hit wonder. 2. Musical identity and follow-up releases. After a seismic single, the follow-up body of work determines whether an artist becomes a catalog name or a footnote. Sheck Wes released a debut album, Mudboy, that showcased aspects of his personality and life story, but the album's reception was mixed. While committed fans appreciated the rough edges and the continuity of his sound, the wider critical conversation questioned whether he could evolve beyond the raw energy of Mo Bamba. The absence of a clear, consistent next-step single that could match the cultural penetration of Mo Bamba meant that streaming algorithms and mainstream attention shifted elsewhere. In the streaming era, momentum is merciless. Playlists and recommendation engines favor constant newness, and attention moves rapidly to the next big thing. 3. Artistic choices and diversification. Sheck's approach to music was not simply to grind out radio-friendly singles. He was as much a cultural figure as a rapper, immersing himself in fashion, modeling, and the broader creative scene. He collaborated with high-fashion brands and became known for a certain offbeat, avant-garde aesthetic. While this broadened his persona, it also fragmented his brand. Fans who wanted more music sometimes found themselves navigating interviews, runway shots, and side projects rather than a steady stream of singles. Diversification can be a strength, but it can also dilute an artist's primary offering in the public eye. 4. Personal life and public perception. Public figures' personal lives inevitably bleed into their careers, and Sheck Wes was no exception. Various rumors and allegations circulated in the media across the years, and those stories affected how some audiences saw him. In modern celebrity culture, where social media magnifies private behavior and accusations spread quickly, reputational damage can undermine professional momentum. Whether allegations were proven or not, the chatter shaped the environment in which he released new material. 5. Label dynamics and business decisions. Behind the scenes, record label relationships matter a great deal. Breakout artists sign deals and enter industry machinery that requires coordination, marketing dollars, and strategic planning. The success of an artist often hinges on the label's ability to capitalize on a breakthrough single with sustained investment. Misalignment between artists and labels, over creative direction, release schedules, or promotional priorities, can slow or stall careers. Reports and industry observers have suggested that there were tensions and missteps in how Sheck's post-Mo Bamba career was managed, which may have contributed to the lull. 6. The changing musical landscape. The late 2010s and early 2020s saw rapid shifts in musical taste. Subgenres rose and fell quickly. New waves of hyperpop, emo rap, drill, and other hybrid sounds competed for the same attention. Sheck Wes's aggressive, chant-heavy style was extraordinary in 2018, but by 2019 to 2020 other artists and aesthetics were commanding headlines. For viral artists, the half-life of attention can be short, and working within or ahead of changing trends is crucial. Where does Sheck Wes stand now? In recent years, Sheck has kept a lower profile musically but continues to exist as a figure in fashion, occasional collaborations, and public conversation. He has released music intermittently and performed selectively. That pattern, less omnipresent but still active, reflects a shift from 24/7 viral attention to a more measured, niche presence. For many artists, that's not failure, it's survival. The industry spotlight is narrow. Stepping back can allow for artistic recalibration. Could he reclaim the full mainstream throne? Absolutely. Music history is full of comebacks. The key ingredients would be a committed creative vision, the right collaborative partners, smart marketing that taps into present trends without erasing his uniqueness, and perhaps most importantly, time. The space to craft music that feels both authentic and evolved. Artists who survive the one-hit wonder label typically do so by leveraging their initial fame into a sustainable identity, experimenting, and finding a loyal core audience that grows with them. Why the fascination persists? The fascination with Sheck Wes is partly nostalgic. Mo Bamba is a generational anthem for people who were teenagers in 2018. The song evokes a raw, communal energy, mosh pits, sneakers, and the fury of adolescence. Beyond that nostalgia, Sheck represents a modern archetype, the hyperviral star who is both everywhere and ephemeral. His story is a case study in how culture, commerce, and personality collide in the streaming age. In the end, what happened to Sheck Wes is not a single tragedy or mystery so much as a mirror of contemporary pop culture mechanics. A viral hit launched him into the stratosphere. A mix of expectations, industry dynamics, personal choices, and changing trends pulled the light away. That light, however, can return. Whether Sheck re-enters the global conversation with another seismic hit or continues as a cult figure across music and fashion, his moment in 2018 remains a defining snapshot of an era when one song could indeed take over the entire internet.